one time I squirted after eating movie theater popcorn and it came out yellow.
No way.
No. Those are the deep thoughts you don't ever tell anyone.
Did it smell like movie theater popcorn?
Yes.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, he did it. I was like, we just went to the movies, bro. I haven't drank water. Like, fuck.
Dude, honestly, I think
and he was dirty. He didn't give a fuck.
If you like put that up on your OnlyFans, or like, I know there's that one thing that's specifically for like selling shit, and it was like movie theater popcorn squirt. Like that's a fucking.
It's
that's
just a yellow squirt.
That's a high ticket item, and
that
you're like,
is.
there's only like 4, and they're like in little like maybe 1 ounce glasses.
Like a Bella Delphine type shit.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I like put it in a jar.
Yeah,
My
like,
squirt.
There we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
I
Your
had to
squirt.
make myself squirt. I couldn't make myself squirt.
I mean, if you really wanted the money.
Hey girl, you trying to hit this?
You know exactly what I need.
Dead Dad
Hold
Club. Is that you guys? Do you both have dead dads?
No,
Oh.
only her.
Unless his dad and wife's takes him, then we'll both be on the same page.
Yeah, you'll be there one day. It's only inevitable before you enter the Dead Dad Club.
Are you in it?
No, my dad's still kicking.
Do you like him?
Yeah, he's cool. He's a cool guy. Yeah. My dad's a chill dude.
Tell me about the trauma with your
I feel like you were saying yeah too much. I don't know if I believe you.
You want to get into my dad trauma?
Yeah.
How deep do you want me to go into this?
Give us a surface level. You're showing vulnerability to a stranger. Boy,
Okay.
that's what you're doing.
Showing vulnerability.
No, we've
to a
known each
stranger.
other for 10 years, and you're like, bro, this is my deepest, darkest secret. I haven't told anyone.
Dude, full honest representation of my relationship with both my parents. I didn't know either of them very well. And they like anytime there was any sort of like honesty in the house, we were usually like punished for it. Like you couldn't be honest with them because I don't know, you would get in trouble or something. So I kind of had a fake personality that I would present at home all the time.
Oh.
And then my parents split up when I was like 20. And so my mom's very manipulative, and that kind of like she no longer had control over the family. So then there was like different bonds being created. So people were starting to get closer. And then I moved to Toronto. My dad came and visit me in Toronto. And I felt that was like the first time we had like an honest relationship together.
Aww.
Like where he wasn't my dad, I wasn't his son. We were actually getting to know each other, and I didn't feel like I needed to put up the shield anymore. And I felt like this next stage of my life was going to be me learning to get to know my dad. And then he got Alzheimer's. Yeah.
Oh man.
Wow, that's a
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like not a
rough.
Hallmark movie. What's the sad channel?
That's sad. That's the fucking. I don't know, man, but I'm about to start crying.
Yeah, so it's like I felt like I was going to really get to know him, and then I didn't get that opportunity. So I just had to kind of accept that that's the reality.
But you did start to, right?
I did
and you
start to.
build that. I think that's
Yeah.
the beauty. You got to like have that at least.
Yeah,
before.
I always had that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all about healing here. So how do you think that's turned into you being like a comedian?
Man, I don't know exactly. Like, we're all very funny in the house. That was one thing we all connected on, was everyone was very funny. For as much as there was like infighting and a lot of tension in the house, everyone was very funny. So like, well, I've been doing stand-up for like 10 years now.
Oh,
So
shit.
yeah. Like a lot of people think I'm like a TikTok guy who started doing stand-up, but it's the other way around. I started making TikToks so more people come out to the shows. But I think it's definitely the attention outlet. One thing that would get a positive response from my parents and family and stuff was making people laugh. So that's probably a root thing from it. And it's also I guess you have this like a need for approval, and doing stand up is like constant approval every time you're on stage. So you're getting
Feel
approval
that.
like every few seconds.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
So
it's
do
great.
you have a praise kink?
A praise kink?
Like, what if I was just like, you're doing such a good job. I'm so proud of you.
I did a little something. I didn't do nothing.
You know, someone's writing you and they're like, you're the best fucking comedian. They're praising you.
Yeah. I mean, I've never tried it. Maybe I'll start including that in.
Just ask people. Be like, hey, can you make me feel wanted? Can you make me feel loved? It doesn't have to be real. That's at least what I tell them.
Yeah.
Because I get that.
Are you a big praise kink person?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I have red hair. My dad's dead.
So you're like,
My ex would talk dirty, and he would literally be like, your business is so successful. You're making so much money, as he fucked me. And he would like, or he'd be like, he'd just be like, people love you. You would just tell me all these things and I'd be like, wow, I'm coming so hard.
So you're not even like the traditional praise, like just like good girl. You're like, no.
Take it a step farther.
You're like, I want specifics.
Yeah.
Dude.
Tell me the things that I wish my parents told me. Like that I've never had an adult tell me.
Well, I'm getting
proud of
fucked.
you.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
dude, I come like that. So it's normal sex. I'm like, wow, I won't come. And then someone's literally like, you're amazing and I love you. And I'm like, you know?
Damn.
I don't think I'm open enough vulnerably to be that emotionally available where I could take that. You have to call me a dirty slut because you can't tell me you like me because then I'll
You're
get
like,
uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're like, no, you don't. No one has.
Tell me I'm dirty and worthless. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want any of
And
that
then you're
good
like,
shit.
I am.
Damn, dirty
Damn.
and worthless.
I think that's more the standard, though. There's more. I think there's more chicks out
I'm
there.
basic.
That that's like that's a run of the party. You like pull her hair, you call her a whore, fucking maybe choke her with 2 hands from the back, and then you're off to the races. Those are like the standard moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever fucked like an astrology girl?
Oh yeah.
So have
plenty.
you ever like manifested while having sex? Like it's the same thing.
What do you mean
like
manifested?
like when he's like saying your money's coming in and your business is doing well, and I'm like thinking about that while I'm about to come, I'm just setting the tone.
Oh, you think that like cum power goes into
Yes.
the universe?
Yes, that cum powder. That cum powder.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm fucking old, dude. It's just cum powder.
I've never been fucking an astrology girl and her be like, we need to manifest something while we're fucking.
She just probably does it without you
Yeah,
knowing.
she's like, yeah, this is like, yeah, just keep fucking me. It's okay. I'm doing my own thing over here. I'm like, why are your eyes always closed when we fuck?
She's manifesting her future home and husband.
And it's not me.
No.
Eyes closed while you fuck. Is that weird if a girl has her eyes closed?
No, it's not weird. But
I was like, wait, because my eyes are closed because I'm doing that.
I think if maybe they're closed the entire time, like she never ever looks at you. Like I think there's like usually a chick's closing her eyes at certain points, but
What if she's just like staring at you like the Kubrick stare the whole time?
like the entire time? See, that's too far the other way. Now we've crossed the line. But I want occasional eye contact. I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
A happy
Not too
medium.
much.
Yeah, not too much.
And if she's making too much eye contact, just like doggy style it.
exactly,
Fuck
let's flip
that
this.
shit.
Yeah. Or maybe she might look over her shoulder back at me. It's like
That's a
never
good one,
breaking.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's just like
Yeah, not even making any noise.
just silent the whole
Just fucking
mean mugging.
Yeah, just staring at me like, bro, what the fuck is going on?
Oh
dude?
man, I'm gonna do that next time.
I feel like I do shit like that to just make jokes because I feel uncomfortable with intimacy. So I'm cracking
Me too.
jokes while I have sex.
Yeah, you got to break it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be like, say my name, and you know what I mean? And then they better like say it back in a deep voice or something.
There's
Can't leave me on that one.
There's one time I was hooking up with an ex-girlfriend and like I was at her place and she would like went into her room and I was talking to her roommate about Subway. And then
That's how it always starts.
that's how it always
That's how they
starts.
get you.
the fucking tuna melt sandwiches.
I look in her room and she's looking outside, like she's in her room, the door's open, but he can't see him, but I can, and she's just butt naked. And I was like, I gotta go. And then I fucking go and we like start making out. And she's like, what were you guys talking about? I was like, we were talking about Subway. And she's like, what about Subway? And we're like continually to like get closer to fucking. Like we're both naked now. We're like fingering and jerking each other. And she's like, we should stop talking about Subway. I was like, no. What's your favorite sub?
Keep it going. Chicken parm.
Do you like the Subway cookies?
I do like the Subway cookies. They're not amazing, but they're decent. Like it wouldn't be I would sooner get like a pack of Chips Ahoy from like a corner store than I would a Subway cookie.
Okay.
Oh, that was the wrong thing to say.
When's the last time you had a fucking Subway cookie? Why do you have an opinion on this?
I've never had a Subway cookie.
Yeah.
I've just heard about them.
They're okay. They're okay cookies. I thought I crossed a line with that one.
Oh
She's
my
like,
God.
I was
oh.
like, fuck you.
Yeah,
Should we do an intro?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Guys, we started this episode. We're like 30 minutes in. I actually have no clue how far
we're
we
15.
Okay.
What's up, you filthy fucking stoners? You horny fools. We have the one and only Che Durena. Did I say it right?
Che, like a hard
Che.
C. Yeah,
Che.
yeah, there you go.
Che Durena.
Yeah, killing it.
That's a commercial for your next stand-up special.
I love it.
Yeah, so you are a stand-up comedian.
Yes.
I've watched a lot of your comedy, actually.
Thank
I
you.
love it. We have a very similar sense of humor. You are killing it on TikTok.
TikTok's been
Fuck
blowing
yeah.
up. Thank you, pandemic. You
Right?
fucking changed my life.
Right?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
almost 8 million followers on TikTok.
Yeah, it's growing. It's
Holy
getting close.
shit.
Yeah.
You're using TikTok to grow your comedy.
Yeah, that's basically been like, I only started doing TikTok and all these other things so I could like push more people towards the shows, because that's like, yeah,
Smart.
as a stand-up, you only have so many options. And when pandemic was happening, you couldn't do stand-up. And because I was in fucking Canada, like you guys are out here in Florida, you don't even fucking know what a pandemic is.
Well, we were in
We were in
Boston.
Oh, you were in Boston
So
at
we
the
were
time.
Yeah.
shut down.
Okay, yeah.
But I was
so-
an asshole and I went to like underground warehouse parties and shit. And I just said, fuck COVID.
And then we got COVID.
I gave her COVID like 3 times.
Really?
She almost got fired from her job because of it.
Dude, you don't know this? I never caught COVID.
Holy
Never got
shit.
COVID. I went on 3 tours because Alberta was open. So I went to Alberta twice and then went to Newfoundland once. And I was like,
Newfoundland.
yeah, Newfoundland. Do you know Newfoundland?
Yeah, I internet dated a guy who ended up transitioning into a woman who like later became my best friend. But we dated from like 13 to 14.
Oh shit! Right on. And he's from
From St. John.
Is from Newfoundland. Sorry.
Pronouns!
Dude,
Yes,
yeah.
she is from St. John's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, St. John's is legit one of my favorite places in the world.
They have literally a different dialect, like a whole different language there.
Yeah.
It's really weird. It's kind of like they're Scottish.
Yeah, it's like there's
Yeah, it's kinda
Irish,
sexy.
Scottish, English descendants, and they all drink and party super hard. Plus, they're all like boat
Fuck yeah.
people because it's an island, so they all grow up in like fishery. It's like pirates. It's like an island full of pirates. They just like party and fuck. They
Oh my
fuck
God,
over
I
there
love
like
that.
crazy.
Jamie, let's go.
Dude, I was there for 3 weeks and I was out there doing, my buddy got funding for this like indie movie. And so I was doing the movie. In the first week, I fucked 4 different chicks. I was just like fucking on a tear. I was like, bang,
Is
bang,
this
bang,
how you
bang.
caught chlamydia 3 times?
Well, that was the 5th time I caught chlamydia.
Damn, I
Oh
wasn't
my
caught
God.
up enough.
Our Canadian. Oh, sorry.
When's the last time you had chlamydia?
That was the last time. So that just happened in October.
A month ago.
Yeah. No, it was
So do you
recent.
fuck raw a lot?
I do fuck raw a lot. I'm trying to be better. I don't want to catch it again. But I was like, I'm not going to catch chlamydia again. I'm fucking on condoms now. But then I was like, but I'll have like a chosen few who are on like the no condom list.
Yeah, that you
And
know
the-
are safe.
And I know are safe. So one of those girls, she came to New York and we fucked. And she's so fun to fuck. She's like fucking crazy. She likes to be really rough and like I'll be on top choking her and then she'll get on top and she like fish hooked my mouth.
Whoa.
Yeah, like pulled it to the side.
Damn.
Like with her thumb. I was like, oh Jesus, like it actually hurt. I was
But
like,
you liked
fuck
it?
this. I was like, yeah, I was into it. She goes nuts, bro.
Love that.
So it's like, okay, she gets no condoms. But then
Iris Fisher girl.
the fish hook girl. And then I was in Mexico, and then I was in Mexico for a wedding, and it was kind of reunion because I used to live out there. So there was a bunch of people who I used to live there with, and we're all going to this wedding. And this one girl who I used to bang, and then we hooked up. I was like, well, she's like a classic, so I'm not going to use a condom with her.
I love the justification.
It's like how 50s cars don't have seatbelts, but
Exactly.
newer cars do, you know?
I was like, I can't. I thought it would be rude. It would be rude for me to be like, you got to use a condom. Also, she was the first girl I ever choked during sex. She's like 10 years older than me, and I was like 19 when I fucked her.
Oh
older
shit! And you're
woman.
still
Yeah.
fucking?
Oh yeah.
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
I'm 30.
30.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a long
So
time to be
she's 40.
fucking.
Yeah. What do you mean? I'm still fucking? Is it that crazy?
No, like still fucking her.
Oh well, we hadn't fucked for a long time. We hadn't
Okay.
fucked since I left Mexico, which was like 8 or 9 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but I fucked her when I was back then.
Yeah.
And then so it's like, hey, well, we might as well fuck again. And then I just fucked a girl last night and I didn't use a condom just because I was like, I had no condoms.
In West Palm.
In West Palm.
Oh, I feel like you're going to get an STD.
I would be so scared down here. I'm
Yeah.
terrified. But I also fuck somebody in the area without a condom. So I was on my period. I feel like that protects
yeah,
me
no,
a
no,
little,
you're good.
right?
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of
It's
a
a
shield.
spell.
The blood
Yeah,
washes
yeah.
It's a
away
shield,
also.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just like started manifesting that
Yeah,
I have
no,
pristine
yeah.
coochie. Oh, I'm so terrified of STDs, but there's so many clinics down here that you can go for free.
That's true.
So I tried to get it done for free at like a fucking Planned Parenthood or something in New York, but you're on hold forever. I was on hold for so long. So then I was like, I'll just pay whatever $300 and just get my dick cleaned. I don't give a fuck. It's like, what's my time worth?
Get your dick cleaned?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
How do they clean your dick?
Well, like take the
It's like
pills.
a car wash.
Oh, so you're just like, give me the pills either way. I'm not even gonna check.
Well, no, I got tested for everything. I did the full blood work, the whole works like test because I was on a tear. So I like fucking
raw everywhere.
I think it was 5 or 6 girls I ended up fucking in the whole thing because I did like 4 in a week and I was there for 3 weeks. But then I was like, I'm not making content. Like I'm not working. I need to stop trying to fuck all these girls. Like
Sexual energy is creative energy.
It is. And so I was like, I got to put that to bed. But then I still caught an STD.
Okay, who do you think is sluttier, Canadian girls or American girls?
Ooh, like I think, it depends on what city you're in. That's a big thing. It's a big thing.
Shit.
Certain cities are sluttier.
Oh yeah, like Montreal is one of the sluttiest cities.
What?
Yeah, Montreal's so slutty.
Really?
I feel like you get all the tourists who go through Montreal.
So there's this old tale about Montreal, and I don't know if it's true or not, but in Montreal, like Quebecois people say it is. Quebecois is like the French part of Canada where Montreal is.
Quebecois.
So there's Quebec City and Montreal have like the hottest women in Quebec and probably like the hottest women in the whole country. And the tale is that France was using Quebec as a place to keep their prisoners, similar to like an Australia kind of situation. So there was all these prisoners there, and then there's all these guards to guard the prisoners. So the king of France went to all the brothels in France, got all the most beautiful women, and then he sent them to Quebec to like keep everyone company. And that's like everyone's ancestor. So they're like all super horny. Like they're the horniest people in Canada by far and hot as fuck.
Oh shit! In Quebec?
Yeah, in Quebec.
Okay, I'm going.
Yeah, no,
I
Quebec's
thought
fun.
I heard Montreal had a bunch of like models and everyone there was beautiful.
Yeah, Montreal is a very sexy city and also just like fun and European. Like you like sit in a park and drink wine. Like it's like chill, but you got to go in the summer because in the winter it's brutal. It's like brutal winter.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I think I went in the winter because I went to school in Vermont.
Yeah. No.
So everyone was like, "We can drink there."
Yeah. No, you got to go in the summer. That anywhere in Canada is just better in the summer. But I find Toronto, it's like definitely harder to get laid. Vancouver's kind of like hippie girls, which is like my demographic. I do really well with them.
You do well in Alston.
Yeah?
Austin, yeah.
Okay, I got to go to Austin then.
Alston,
Boston.
Lots of hippie dippy girls.
Oh, Alston.
Yeah, but I feel like all Alston is like young college girls, and that could become a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you are 30.
I am 30.
What's the youngest you'll fuck
I think
that you'll say on camera?
I think 23 is a solid cutoff. 23 to 30? Is that too? Is that
No,
too much
I think
of a
that's
gap?
I think that's fine.
Yeah. Even if you said 22, I think after college.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
22.
about it and I look at the boys in college and I'm like, oh, you're babies. Like it would make me like, ugh. I guess I'm like, are women different? I don't know. Is that
I'm
the
24.
patriarchy
I
in my
don't
head?
think I could fuck anybody under 24.
Yeah, I think I don't want to fuck anyone younger than me because typically they're not like at the point in life where I want to be. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
I'm
thinking
fucking
like
down.
sex wise, you know, like I don't want to fuck anyone under 24 because I've only ever fucked older, and I feel like they fuck better, more experience. Right?
I think you definitely get more experience as you're fucking more.
Yeah.
You might get some like, I don't know, some young dude who just fucking, he's got like a natural talent. You got a prodigy.
They have something to prove.
Yeah.
Some guys fuck like they have something to prove.
Yeah.
Or they need a place to stay.
Yeah.
You know? Have you ever have you ever fucked to find a place to stay?
I haven't, but I did have a buddy who he went to Queen's University, which is like it's like close to Kingston in Ontario. He went there and he was going back for like his reunion, and he's like, I don't have a place to stay, so he's like, all he did was open a Tinder and just like swipe, and then just started messaging girls until he fucking got one chick, and then he's like, that's where I'm sleeping tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
I haven't been there. I was homeless. It was a guy I matched with on Bumble previously.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey.
You were homeless?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, I have like a fucked up family life and childhood.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't look like what I've been through.
No, because I was also homeless for a bit. Jesus.
A lot of bad situations. So I like lived out of my car for a little bit. She kicked me out in high school too, so I had to like stay at a friend's house.
Well, I mean, you guys are fucking killing it now. It's like
Thank
fucking,
you.
you guys are, or, I mean, I don't know if you're homeless too, but you can put together as a, actually?
Yeah.
No way. Okay, well, as a
we should have a fucking pillow that says the homeless club. Okay, so what was your bad like bong experience or weed experience?
So I used to do content for this like cannabis company, and we would get like different products and stuff that we had a promo. And sometimes because we were shooting the stuff in Canada, we couldn't get the product up in Canada where they could send us like the container. So they sent us this like CBD oil container, but we couldn't find CBD oil. We could find like CBD oil with like a little THC in it. So we just put that in and used it as prop because we're just doing like a lot of like live shot kind of stuff. And I was like putting it in food, putting it in like a drink, like taking like shots and shots and shots and shots of this. And I didn't, it took a while to kick in. But by the time I got home, I was like, I'm pretty fucking high. But this is probably as high as I'll get. So I'm going to do a quick little workout. I work out. I was so high. I remember I was doing kettlebell swings and I thought I found a new area of my lungs to breathe into.
That's the best part about being high.
Oh, but no. Now
it gets worse.
It was like, I'm a genius. Yeah, I'm like opened my third eye and connected to my body. But then I'm sitting on the couch and my buddy and his girlfriend are downstairs and they're like talking. And I don't think I'm hearing their voices. I think I'm hearing their thoughts. Like I think I am like their thoughts, or I'm reading minds, or they can read my mind. And I'm like really starting to get unhinged now. And then I open up my phone and I'm scrolling through my stuff and I'm like, all of this sucks. All of it's shit. I delete a ton of stuff off my Instagram. I'm like, comedy is stupid. It gives nothing to the world. I was like,
existential crisis.
Shit.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I need to move to Africa and I need to dig wells. That's what I need to do. I need to be like work for a non-for-profit or something. I'm literally like Googling flights to Africa. Like, what's the cheapest one? Mozambique? Like, where do we?
You didn't even know where you were going to go.
I didn't even know, but I was like, this, what I'm doing now is worthless. Wow. And I was like, I need to change. And then I'm like, okay, I got to go to bed because I had a shoot the next day. I was in this mini series. And so I try to go to sleep. I can't fall asleep. It takes forever. And then eventually I fall asleep. I wake up to my roommate knocking on the door, being like, Jay, there's a guy at the door for you. The guy from the pickup was there. I'm like an hour late already for the pickup. He's like, dude, like we got to go. And so I like quickly get in the car.
I'm freaking out. Shoot.
I'm still rocked, by the way. I'm still high and still dealing with this existential crisis. And so we get to the shoot, and the guy I was playing in this miniseries was like a crazy guy who lives in a van.
You're just practicing for your role.
Yeah. And they were like, what happened, man? I was like, sorry, I had this weird weed experience last night. I got too high and it fucked me up. But yeah, that was the last time where like I had gotten too high a couple times before that and kind of like reeled it in. But that was the last one where I was like, I don't really think, like I'll take a couple puffs off a hit or something. Me and weed have never really agreed super well.
Wow.
Like it'll be like, it's an abusive relationship. Like we'll be good. It'll be like, he likes me. And then he's like, fucking you stupid bitch. You're worthless. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I was like, I had to cut it off. Yeah.
Do you like any hallucinogenics?
Oh, I love mushrooms. I love acid. Like I'm big on like mushrooms changed my life.
Yeah.
Man. Like
same.
How so?
I had like a big mushroom trip where I had bought like 6 grams of mushrooms. And then I was going to eat like a little bit before I go on stage. This was like fucking, I just moved to Toronto. So this was fucking maybe like 7 years ago or something like that. I was like, I'm going to eat a little bit of mushrooms before I go on stage and just like fucking see how that feels. But I misread the bag. I thought it was a 1 gram bag, but it was like, I think it was like a 4 gram bag. So instead of eating half a gram, I ate like 2 grams. So
fuck, my worst nightmare.
While doing comedy.
So I go on stage. It was just a 5-minute set, so it wasn't the end of the world, but it was really stressful and I just felt really weird. But I got off stage and I realized how high I was. And so I was like, okay, well, might as well just go do the rest of the mushrooms. So I eat like another 2 grams. I go home, I'm laying in bed. Then I eat like another 2 grams. I'm high on like 6 grams of mushrooms by myself. No one else is high with me. I lay in bed and I fucking take a towel. I put it over my eyes so that I'm having like a sensory deprivation kind of thing. And I go through like these different stages where like at this time in my life, I just moved to Toronto. So I was like working super hard. I was like working an overnight security job, doing stand up. I was trying to stream. I was sleeping like 3 or 4 hours a night. I was really pushing my body to its brink. work. And I felt like the mushrooms were showing me what happens when my body sleeps. And I felt like my ears popping and my sinuses clearing, like all this stuff is like, this is the repair that happens. This is why you have to rest. It's like what the mushrooms were being like,
shit.
I know working hard is important, but you have to take care of yourself. And then the next thing was like going through, I'm not like over this completely by any means, but I used to be extremely insecure, like have really bad social anxiety, like every situation, I'm like, everyone hates me, any type of interaction with a person. So I like worked through what the like root cause of those things were, from like relationships with my mom, like these different insecurities that they were put on me from my parents that aren't mine, that were like given to me, and understanding that those aren't real, and understanding how to like love myself to the point where I was like literally hugging myself and being like, I love you.
I do that too.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I literally did that like 2 nights ago when I had food poisoning. I was like, you're doing great, sweetie. Like, you're okay. And like soothing myself. But the mushrooms taught me that.
Yeah.
They really did.
And that was like the beginning of me getting over a ton of insecurities and like changing as a person and becoming much more confident. I've always seen mushrooms as like that kind of guiding thing.
It's such a tool.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Our first episode is called Cats on Shrooms.
Yeah.
And it was from our bad shrooms trip where I basically had a psychotic break. That one shrooms trip, it was such a rock bottom that I was like, wow, we got here. Like I woke up in the morning, we were rolling up the rug full of puke. Like I was like, this is bad.
Yeah, no,
like,
we gotta fucking change our life.
We have to change.
Dude, I literally, this is gonna sound so fucking nerdy, but so you obviously, like you guys understand the hard work, you want to get certain stuff done, but there's also like in this lifestyle of like comedy, podcasting, all this shit, it's very much like you want to go for a drink, you want to hang out, like you're socializing and boozing and partying with people constantly. And like I was looking in the mirror the other day, I'm like, man, I'm in the worst shape I've been in a long time. Like this move to New York was really hard, and like I'm not where I want to be, and like I can see my to-do list like stacking up. I was like, I need to get over this shit. So like the whole changing behavior thing, I just played the new God of War game, and it's all about like the main character, he's like killing everyone and he has to change his behavior in order to like save his son. And I was watching this, like, if I want to be a different person, I need to change my behavior. I can't fucking keep doing the same shit.
I love that. I feel like shrooms just allows your mind to think that way. Because now everything I do, I'm thinking that way. I'm thinking of like, what is this teaching me? Are the plants talking to me? Like, they're telling me something, you know?
Does acid do the same thing? I've never taken acid.
So I've taken acid, and I think the different, like if you gave me acid and shrooms, I couldn't really tell the difference in terms of the feeling. But someone described this to me very well. It was like acid is just having fun, where mushrooms is more like have fun and then conquer demons.
Yeah. I like that. It's like a therapy session.
Oh, yeah.
Way cheaper too.
Oh, way cheaper.
Way cheaper than therapy. I stopped going.
And I think you get way more done too. They're like, because therapy, they got to get to know you. It's like, what's this? And ask questions. The mushrooms knows the questions.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I'm in here, dude. I'm looking around.
The mushrooms are the therapist.
Holy shit.
It's like God's your therapist.
Yeah,
I don't even
yeah.
believe in God, but when I'm on mushrooms, I'm like, something's talking to me.
Something, bro. So there's some sort
our
of guiding
inside.
force. Yeah, dude.
It's us.
It's very hard to lie to yourself when you're on mushrooms.
Oh, it really is. It tells you everything that you're thinking that you've been trying to hide.
That's what they say about ayahuasca. Sometimes people will like get an intense ayahuasca trip, and then it'll like give them answers to like fucking, oh, I don't know, maybe you should quit your job. Like you don't love your husband, whatever the fuck it is that you got to change in your life. And people will get those answers. And sometimes they're like, okay, this is what I got to do. But sometimes people get the answers and it's too scary of a thing to change that they like dig their heels in. And then your psychology gets even worse because you know you're doing the wrong thing and it's in your face now, and it like, can like drive you crazy.
Oh yeah. I've had shit like that drive me crazy.
Yeah.
Stayed with the wrong person for far too long.
Yeah.
I kept seeing that and I was like, you fucking dumb bitch.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
Emily went through like 20 breakups in the span of 12 months.
No, literally.
That's not
Actually 20 breakups.
like that's not an exaggeration.
And you're just the same guy. Just
Same
you're
guy.
like you're like
Every month,
yeah.
you would come with flowers. You'd be like, "Take me back."
Yeah, but I mean, when you're young too, it's like you're in your early 20s, you're doing that kind of shit. That's like just part of like learning what love is, learning how to love another person, learning what you should accept from another person in terms of how they should treat you. Like, and these emotions are so powerful, and you can get blinded as to like what's supposed to be happening. And also just fucking someone who knows how to fuck you when you're heartbroken. It's like, yo,
I was so dickmatized that I fucked him with a mask on during COVID because that's the only way he would fuck me. And I was like, all right.
So they wore masks in the
it.
backseat of their car and fucked.
Dude, yeah, that's good dick. That dick
That's
is
good dick.
Yeah, dude, the dick's
Bro.
kind. That's like that game. Have you guys seen Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
You know, the fucking scene where Jaime's leaving to go fight in the war and Brianna Tarth comes out and she's like, where are you going? And someone tweeted, it's like, good dick will have you outside in a robe in the middle of the night, asking a guy with one hand where he's going.
That's so true because this man did not have a license.
Yeah. Oh, and
He did not have a license. He did not have a job.
and he's in his car and he's like, fuck me with your mask on. Driving around with no license. He's like, but you got to wear a mask.
I drove.
Oh, you drove. It was his car or your
My car. Yeah.
She would drive him around and
it was
drive
bad.
to him a lot.
Stigmatized.
I think every chick has this story though. Every chick has a story of I dated this loser and he was a loser and I loved him and I did everything for this loser and he just kept being a loser. And there's
the guy when I was homeless.
Yeah.
I stayed because I
Yeah.
didn't have a place to stay.
Yeah.
What's your worst relationship story?
Worse. See, I'm pretty good in that I learned pretty early on that I'm not really good at monogamy. I haven't dated a lot of people. All my relationships like post high school have been like 4 to 6 months and there's like 3 of them.
Okay.
But I did date someone where the sex was fucking unreal. Like it was like, whoa, like every time we fucked, it was fucking nuts. Like there's one time we would go to this.
He's going to think about that later. I just saw it on your face, the mental images.
Dude, we would go to this sex club and we would fuck there. And there's
That's
like,
hot.
oh, so
That's
hot.
so hot.
There was one time we were fucking in this room and then like 2 more people came in. They're like, can we watch you fuck? And she was really hot. She was like super hot. And so people, when we would go there, it was like, she was like the star of the show. And so these 2 people were like, can we come in too? And they were watching and then they started fucking and then another couple came in and started fucking and then another couple. So it was like 4 couples all fucking in the same room.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
My wet dream.
That sounds like so much. Did you?
Oh,
fuck-
no one
yeah.
swapped. No one
Damn.
swapped, but it was hot to watch to
Yeah.
just see everyone fucking in there.
Is this in New York?
No, this was in Toronto.
Okay.
What was the name of the club?
It
He's
was
like, I don't want people knowing where I frequent.
no, I'll let you know. It's Oasis Aqua Lounge. It's like
Okay.
it's a really cool place. It's like 3 floors. The first floor is like a pool and a hot tub, and it's like all kind of
And people are
nudist,
fucking?
too. Yeah, people are fucking. You can't fuck in the hot tub, but you can fuck in the pool.
Interesting.
You can't fuck on the stairs because that's just like a risk thing. And then
Yeah.
the second floor is a big ballroom. And so you can like fuck in there and like a bunch of people can come watch. And then there's also a dungeon. I was in the dungeon once and there was a crowd of people around this dude who was like on that plank thing where it's like you're like
Oh,
this.
shit.
And this
Holy
chick was jerking him off. And then when he came, everyone clapped.
I want a round of applause when I clap. What the fuck?
Yeah,
That would
dude.
be awesome. Everyone just cheered you on. Like at the
Yeah.
end of a comedy show, you just like came hard.
Dude, it was great. And then the third floor is a nice change of pace because obviously that place is like super male dominated. You go there, it's like that ratio's fucked. But the third floor is only single women and men with a chick can go up there. So if you like kind of want to get away from like too many people watching you or you kind of want to fuck.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, you can go up there. And so that's like a great place to kind of fuck and have like a little bit more of your own space.
That's fun.
Yeah, no, it's really fun there.
Did you ever go there as a single guy trying to pick up girls and like
No,
fuck them?
I was like, it's just the worst environment to try and do that. Cause like the ratio is literally like 10 to 1. And it's like, bro,
It's just like everyone line up. Let me see your dicks.
Yeah,
Which
it's
one's
like-
the biggest?
it's the worst case scenario if you were trying to like, I think it's a great place to go with someone, but to go and try and wheel, no, I don't think it's the thing to do. Yeah.
Do you have to like unrobe as soon as you get there? Like, how does it work?
So they have like a locker room and you can like go and put all your stuff in there. They give you a towel. So a lot of people just walk around with their towel on. A lot of ladies will have like sort of like a shawl thing that they'll like throw over themselves. Or some people just walk around butt ass naked. And they have like a sauna in there too. It's like fucking sick. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, no.
Don't you get worried about STDs in there? Or you don't really worry
This is the
about
man that
STDs.
got committed.
Yeah. 5 is a lot. 5 is a lot.
One time I
dude.
told a guy I had chlamydia, and he's like, "I'm still gonna fuck you. I'll just take the pill after."
Dude, man.
And he did. It was great.
Trooper. What a fucking trooper,
Yeah.
man. I like that guy.
Me too. Me too. It was the best. It was great.
Dude, he's like, yeah, that's
I had a
not
flight plan to like see him.
Yeah.
And then I like didn't get tested from my ex. He was the only other person I had slept with.
Yeah.
So I got tested. I was like, fuck. By the time I get there, it's not going to be like fully gone. He's like,
Yeah.
give
Bro.
it to me.
Yeah, he's like,
give me the
dude,
chlamydia.
yeah.
I'm like, you dirty bitch.
And also a trip plan to like come fuck someone. You're like, bro, come on. What are we going to
Yeah.
cancel this?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not canceling.
Yeah.
I'm also broke. I'm like, you better refund the trip if I do cancel.
And dick worth traveling for. That's the fucking good shit.
Well, actually, that was the first time I met him.
oh, really?
Yeah. It was a
worth
guy
it?
from work.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Until he like ghosted me on my birthday.
Damn it.
We said I love you to each other. We were gonna like date, and then he was supposed to fly down for my birthday and Valentine's Day because they're close.
Yo.
And he was just like, my grandma's sick. Dead ass used a grandma excuse.
Damn.
And I was like, damn. But then he hit me up like a year later, and he's like, I've never been able to think about anyone else during sex but you because you ruined me, and all the girls in East Bumfuck are just all like religious girls. No one knows how to have sex. So I destroyed him. And that will be the karma forever.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
You'll remember me
Guess it again.
forever.
I live in your head, dude. I live in your head.
I ate your ass.
Oh.
Bro,
I eat
That's
every
a game
guy's ass
changer.
just to have it, just to be like, I ate your ass.
You'll remember that. I've had my ass eaten twice.
That's
Do you like it?
Yeah. I'm not crazy. Like, it doesn't really do a lot for me. Like, I like the sensation. I don't find titillating enough to be arousing. I think it's more like if you want your ass eaten, it's like the act of it turns you on, and the act of it doesn't really get me going crazy.
Do you eat ass?
Oh yeah, I'll eat an ass. Yeah, 100%.
Do you
Yeah.
like eating ass?
I mean, I'm not like first to go to the ass. Like it, like same thing. It doesn't do anything to me, but I'm definitely a bit of a pleaser when it comes to fucking, and so I will. If that turns you on, I'm in there. It turns me on to turn someone else on for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you fuck a girl or eat her out after the gym?
Yeah. 100%.
You like that marinated pussy?
My kind of man.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Marinated pussy.
I actually
It's
don't.
a little stronger.
I don't like it when you like hook up with a girl and her pussy just like smells like water. Like it just like it's like perfectly clean pussy or whatever. Like I want it to have pussy smell. Like I want it to smell a bit like yeah.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have a whole routine before I hook up with a dude. I'm like drinking watermelon juice and drinking a ton of water, and I'm like, I'm gonna have the perfect pussy. And they're all like, you don't taste like anything. So like, I feel like that's usually a plus.
I mean, everyone's different. I think because I'm just like dirtier, like I want it to feel kind of grimy. Like that's
Yeah.
one of the things why like
I like that.
I'm not a huge fan of using condoms, not so much that I'm like, oh, I can't feel anything. It's that it takes away like the badness.
animalistic.
It really does.
Like it's like I want this to feel like we shouldn't be doing it. Like I'm fucking
taboo.
someone without a condom. I don't really know them. And we're like, oh, like that makes it so much fucking hotter.
Fuck, I think you've just changed my mind on that. Now I'm gonna get chlamydia. Let's see who
Chlamydia
beats
is
each other.
fine.
Yeah, chlamydia is fine.
I've had it like 3 times.
Yeah, you should. Oh, see? Hey.
I just didn't say anything. Oh my God. What about farting? You actually like stitched one of my videos on TikTok.
Oh, did I?
And I was like, guys, do you care if your girl farts in front of you?
Oh, yeah. I remember that. And I was saying like you would want her to fart in front of you. Because
Yeah.
like if you were dating someone and you learned that they're not farting in front of you, but there was like another person that they were farting in front of, like say if you're a guy, you're dating a girl, there's a guy she trusts, that you'd be like, what the fuck? Why do you fart in front of him?
But not me.
Yeah, that would totally fuck with you.
That would fuck with me
Yeah.
too.
Like see if you're dating a guy and he was farting in front of another girl, but not you, you'd be like, what? Yeah. You'd be like, why don't I get the farts? It's true. It's totally true.
That's
Wait.
so true.
Yeah.
that is fucking true.
It's an ego
Yeah.
thing.
Shit.
Because men are like, I want it.
But it's also, it's like, why are you more comfortable with this person that you're not
Yeah.
giving me? What do you have that we don't?
But guys wouldn't
Yeah.
feel that way about period sex. Because some guys won't fuck on, like a fuck girl on her period. And she's like, well, these guys fuck me on the period. And they're like, good for them.
Oh, yeah. I think well, if you were
You
giving.
think farting's more intimate?
Well, no. But I think it's because if you have your girlfriend and you're having sex with her, but you won't have period sex with her, and she's like, well, these other guys would. You're not giving them the pussy though. You're not like, oh, well, when I'm on my period, I'm fucking these other guys because you won't fuck me.
True.
Yeah,
That is
I think
true.
that's the difference.
But I'll
Is you're-
fart in front of other men while I'm dating you or something.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
like
Naughty.
Okay, so we were talking about this before we started recording in Emily's room looking at the kitties.
We were.
yes,
But I mentioned how you stitched my video.
yes.
Do you like charge people to stitch their videos so that they get the traffic?
So I've only done that twice, where people actually reached out and were like, "Oh, can we work something out?" I've only done it twice. I stitched these OnlyFans girls and stuff just because it works with my comedy and my content.
Yep.
It was never the plan to be like, oh, if I do this, then I can start charging these girls for this. I have no monetization system set up for this. That's my content. It's just the content I make. But like full stop, 100% honest, there's been 2 deals out of all my content.
Would you ever do it more? Or is that
Can I
not
ask how
something you're-
much?
Well, yeah, I did. I think I did one for 3 and one for 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Which is
Good
like,
for you.
yeah, I'm like, that's all right for a post. It's like, yeah.
Literally, I was going to say, because we have like just a huge group of girlfriends who are on the OnlyFans scene, and people pay for that all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if he's not monetizing that, like you could be making so much money.
Yeah.
If you do, how many videos do you do a day? You're doing 6 a
I was
day.
doing 6 before, but now I'll create 6, but I only leave up 2. The only thing with it is like, I wouldn't want to monetize it too much because I take down a lot of content. A lot of content gets privated. If something isn't going viral, I private it. So if I make a deal with someone and I'm like, I got to leave something up, if it's not performing well, it's like on my page now. And it's like, I maybe could find a way to monetize it more. I also just don't have the connections. I'm not in the OnlyFans world at all to like start building these deals with these people.
Is that something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, maybe I get in on it more. I could find
We
more
could
ways.
introduce you to a few people.
Yeah.
Well, so this week I have a creator house for like a group I'm a part of, and they have a mansion like down the street pretty much. And it's a bunch of OnlyFans girls come through, and then they get big like TikTokers to come through to create content with them.
Yeah.
So it's like a win-win for everyone. They have like girls to do sketches with or whatever, or to do like funny trending shit.
Yeah.
And then so the guys get all their content, and then the girls get all the promo.
Yeah.
So like, I'm going there to collab, and I'm going to try to do like sketches and stuff with everybody.
That's smart as shit.
Yeah, but they always have people like if they're here in the area or wherever the events are. Sometimes they're LA, sometimes they're all over.
When is this?
For people to come through. This is on the 30th.
The 30th of
The
this
30th to the 4th is the house.
I maybe could delay my flight and just stay and do it. It's not bad.
Miami's the place to be.
Yeah,
It really is.
No, you Florida guys, I do like. I was in Tampa, and Tampa was like my best place I've like been on tour. Like in terms of city of how fun it was, I had fucking a great time in Tampa.
And you went out.
Yeah,
You haven't gone out Miami yet though, just West
I
Palm.
haven't. Yeah, just West Palm. And we just went to we went to 2 bars. We didn't really get to like see the city and stuff. And also a comedy club isn't a great representation of like what the city's like, because it's never in like a downtown core area. But the Tampa one was in the Ybor, which is like this cool area with this like wild roosters and like old architecture and stuff. The place we performed is like a 300-year-old theater. Like it was cool as shit.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That is really cool.
Are you doing any shows in Miami while you're here?
No. My plan was literally just to come I'm doing your podcast and then Vincent's podcast, and then I fly back tomorrow.
Yeah, you extended your flight, right, to do the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, see?
No problem. I appreciate you guys having me.
No, yeah, so this week is Art Basel or
Okay.
Basul, whatever the fuck people how they pronounce it. But it's a huge like art thing. So basically celebrities, a bunch of big people come. So like Christina P is performing here.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so I was like, let's hit her up.
Yeah. Christine P's
That'd be
great.
She's fucking
insane.
dope.
Yeah.
It's obviously
And
already sold out.
Yeah.
Her
But-
fucking interview with Andrew Tate killed
Oh,
me.
dude.
I
yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Funny.
dude.
It was
So
so
funny.
funny.
She's like, I'm a dumb bitch. And how do I want to please my husband? Yeah, dude. That's where I first learned about Andrew Tate.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know about him before then. I was like,
But you're on
who is-
TikTok.
Yeah, but I feel like that was before he blew up on TikTok. That interview, I had
That's
not
true.
seen him on TikTok before that.
Really?
And then he was just like everywhere after that.
Yeah,
and then
he
obviously
was.
he got canceled and now is kind of back. His Twitter's
he's
back.
He's
Yeah.
He's back.
He's
Yeah.
everywhere. He's on people's podcasts, all this shit. I feel
Yeah.
like I see so many. Maybe I'm just on Andrew Tate.
I've been
TikTok.
my algorithm has switched to
Dude, he fucked up my algorithm so bad.
so bad.
Yeah, because
so bad.
I was I was obsessed with what he was doing because I think it's so interesting to see someone just come out of nowhere and completely take over the internet in this trolling way.
Yep.
Like similar, like there's like a fucking, you can call Trump a troll as well. It's like,
yeah,
fucking,
I
like,
love trolls. I
like-
think it's so funny.
but the way you are able to get an audience to love you, but then also the people who hate you are all talking about you.
Yes.
And so you're playing both sides.
Yep.
And Tate did this in an insane way. So I was just watching everything he did.
It's so smart.
So smart.
So smart.
But now, my algorithm is fucked,
It's
dude.
fucked.
It's
It's
all
like-
like red pill shit.
Yes. And I'm like, this is not what I want to be seeing.
No.
And then sometimes I watch it and I'm like, that made sense. Fuck. I'm like, did I Andrew Tate said something I like? Oh no. And then I'm like watching more and I'm like, do I like this guy? I'm like, I respect the hell out of what he does. It's crazy
Oh, yeah,
smart.
dude. Yeah.
And holy shit. And I think I'm also on it because all of the podcasts around here, we're in Florida.
Yeah.
It's red pill everything.
Yeah.
So every podcast is slightly like, do women deserve respect? Like,
No.
And so just
The answer is no.
We do not.
don't respect me.
Have you ever starred on someone's OnlyFans?
No, I'm still like, because you guys know, once you go down the OnlyFans route, it's like there's a lot of doors that close. Like you'll make a lot of money, you can do a lot of stuff, but like, I don't know, maybe like Disney or someone will never fuck with me. So
Do you want to fuck with Disney?
I mean, I want the potential to like, I don't, Disney's just an example, but like that certain networks will still have the door open for me. I'm still like maybe going mainstream with some of my stuff. So yeah, I'm not, and also I just don't like, if I was to do the OnlyFans thing, it would be another job for me to do on top of it. You guys know how much work it is.
Yeah.
And it's something I know nothing about. I have no skill. I have no connections. So it's like, there's no reason for me to jump in.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. You could just get a Patreon and then talk.
Exactly.
You don't have to show your butthole or
Yeah,
anything like we do. No, yeah, it started pretty innocent and then I got lazy and then I was like, oh, I can have my ex slap my butt on camera and I can make a ton of money. Sure.
Dude, that is fucking good cash.
My first video ever doing like boy girl content, and it wasn't bad at all. Like pretty PG.
Yeah.
13. 18. PG 18 of age. And one video was $7,500.
$7,500.
I haven't made that kind of money like in a while, but
What was
that
the
was
video?
it. It was a 30-second video of me laying on the bed naked, and he like, it's a POV with his hand, and he kind of like slaps my ass, and he just jiggles it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I look back, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Oh my god!" And then he like plays with my butt, zooms in, and like that's it.
That's
I think
it.
I like arched my butt in
Damn.
the air, and yeah.
Yeah, and people are like, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, and that's crazy.
shit.
That is, man.
And then you make it's like fast money. It's like working as a server.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think this, like, the whole internet boom that's going on with anything social media, like whether it's OnlyFans or TikTok or fucking Instagram meme pages, like that, I think is the new gold rush. This is like where people need to be putting their attention, is like being a personality or having a platform is a great way, like a podcast, all these things. This is how you can build passive income. This is how you can like build a lot of income very quickly, and where people are spending times and where advertisers were like the big money people are dropping their cash. So it's like, it's a great fucking thing.
Well, that's
It
why.
is.
So like with OnlyFans, like you said, like a lot of doors closing.
Yeah.
I have not experienced it actually happen yet where doors have been closed or rejected because I do OnlyFans. And I feel like if anything, it opened an insane amount of stupid doors that I
Yeah.
can't even believe I like got to be in front of the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I was like,
absolutely.
wow, this is the best door ever. So like it's crazy, but I know how people perceive things, and perception is
Yeah.
everything. And so that's why we are so gung-ho and like putting all our money and focus and energy into the podcast
Yeah.
and like building something and like an online personality so
Yes.
that we're seen as more than just OnlyFans girls.
Yeah.
And even though we're doing all this and all like the hard work we put into it, people still are just like OnlyFans girls.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I'm
Yeah.
doing the same struggle with stand up because people think I just do TikTok, or I'm a TikTok guy that started stand up. People come to the shows and they're like, "I'm so glad you started doing stand up." I'm like, "Bro, I've been on this."
Oh,
so like I
man.
have to convince my whole audience now that that's what the fuck is going on.
Well, Trevor Wallace had the same issue because he
Yeah.
actually did stand up for years prior to him blowing up and doing videos.
yeah, and Yeah, and now people think like I've heard comics say like, oh yeah, he just got into it. And it's like, bro, no, he's been doing this for so long, man.
It's because they first are hearing about you through TikTok, and so they think that because the first time they heard of you, that's the only reason, you know.
I was having a conversation with someone about this about Mark Maron, how Maron, when he like his podcast obviously is huge, people started coming out as podcast fans, and they had no idea he was a stand-up. He was a stand-up for like 20 years before.
And no one knew he was a stand-up from the pod. If you're listening,
a bunch of people come out and they had no clue.
Really?
Like some people did. There's definitely crossover, but there was a chunk of new audience that came that had no clue that he had been doing stand-up forever.
Do you ever post stand-up clips?
Yeah, I've started to a lot more.
Your
now.
YouTube is
my YouTube's all stand-up, and I'm trying to build that off of stand-up. I do shorts that are some reposts from TikTok, but I'm really trying to get the YouTube base to be like he does stand-up and use that as like the turning point of people understanding that I do stand-up, and then I'll put, if I can get enough, put a special out there, or I would love to sell a special to like Netflix or something.
You will.
Hell yeah, you absolutely will.
Yeah.
I feel like your story, it seems like you have been through some shit too, and so like you're just grinding. You're like.
Yeah,
it's happened over the pandemic for a lot of people.
That's the thing, man. Yeah, like the whole homeless thing. Like I just wanted to fucking do this. I was living in Mexico. I had no money. I'd started doing stand up. I was like, I wanted to fucking chase this dream. So I sold my scuba gear. I got a plane ticket to Toronto. I had like $25 left when I got to Toronto. I stayed in a youth shelter for 6 months, and then I stayed in like an in-between housing thing for like 2 months, and then I moved into like my first comedy house where it was like a bunch of comics. It was a shithole, but it was like right downtown Toronto. And then I just like was like, even when I was staying in the youth shelter, I was going out and like breaking curfew to go do spots. I told them that's what I moved there for, so they would let me go do spots.
Oh, that's awesome.
dope.
It was so great. So I just kept doing that over and over and over again. And then, I think like 3 years into being in Toronto, I did Just for Laughs, and then kept on the grind. Then we started like booking our own tours. We did that shit. And then, then pandemic happened, and I fucking blew up on TikTok. And now it gave me the opportunity to be able to move to the States, which is a pain in the ass to get to the States from Canada legally, and like to be a working comic. It's fucking hard, dude.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
I feel like stand-up is big in Canada though. Is it not the same?
Oh, it's huge in Canada, but we have a 10th of your population, and our entertainment industry is garbage. So there's just not a lot of opportunity. Toronto's a great city for becoming like authentically funny, because you sometimes see this thing in New York and LA where, because people are working towards specific goals, like this writing thing or this late night set, you'll get this homogenized sound that kind of comes out of these people. Not every comic. I don't want people to listen to this and think that's what happens. No, to everybody.
A lot of people copy people's voices because they're inspired. They don't even realize.
Yeah, and that happens when you're in these like melting pot places. But in Toronto, because there's no goal, you're not working towards anything. You're just literally doing this because you love it. You get a lot of very unique comedians that sort of grow out of that area. But a lot of people never see them because they just don't get the opportunity to either leave, or some get comfortable and stay, and you can make a good living, but not even close to what I'm making now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shit.
TikTok changed the game for so many people.
Yeah.
I think it all started with Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz was the one who changed the game for comedy and completely changed what the stand-up is as an industry.
Oh, dude,
He's so funny.
We're all doing short crowd work clips because of Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz paved the way from that. The crowd work clips with the subtitles and all that stuff, that was all him. And he keeps, like, the way he did his stand-up special and all these things, like, he keeps changing the way we do comedy. And I think it's very good because it has given more control to the comedians. I think all social media and all platforms have given more control to the creator, because you can build your own audience. You can connect to people without this middleman. You don't need some executive to say, I pick you, and gives you an opportunity. Like now I don't think it's completely changing the narrative. Like I still think getting the Netflix special is probably the best thing you can do for your career as a comedian. But if you have the audience and you put out a special and it does well, like Mark Norman, perfect example. A YouTube special did fucking 10 million views, and he's selling like mad tickets now. Mad. Like I think he's selling out like 2,000 seaters and shit, like multiple nights.
He's doing so good.
Yeah.
And then Andrew Schultz made a ton of money off of his special, right?
Oh, yeah. Like he sold it and then resold it and then put it out on YouTube with ads. And that did like, I think 7 or 8 million views with the ads in it. Like the amount of profiting he did off of that one piece of material is insane.
Genius.
That's what he's a genius for marketing.
Oh,
and so I guess that's kind of like the route that we took. And like, I'm not a good comedian. Like I'm very new. And
I think she's very
but
good.
I'm good at marketing and I'm good at like putting my face everywhere and making people know me. And then kind of being like, I have to rise to the occasion because I am a perfectionist.
You work good under pressure.
It's the trauma.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing Andrew Schultz putting out so much content and different styles of content of what it meant to be a comedian online. Because back in the day, comedians on Instagram had 2,000 followers, 500 followers.
Yeah.
The worst photos. No one cared about what their content looked like. It was the stupidest 10 likes. Like that's every comic, you know? And everyone... I remember I started doing YouTube videos and just like making like funny videos, and I got like kind of bullied for it in the comedy scene. People being like, "What are you doing? Like, you should be focusing on stand up." And I'm like, "No, I can do both because this is how I get known."
Yeah.
Like, I do all this work, but if no one knows me, like, you know, I mean, I'm doing it because I like it, but also because I want people to know me. And if I'm being real, you know. Yeah. And then a year later, after the pandemic, all the comedians had to completely change everything. And I'm like, if you had just got started during the pandemic, you'd be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'd be ahead of the game now.
100%. It's I think people, it's easier to reject the change because you see it coming, and for you to say, no, it's stupid, this is wrong, it's perverting the art or whatever your perception is, it gives you a sense of security because maybe if I poo-poo this thing until it goes away, it'll go away and then I don't need to change, rather than learning a new thing, which is intimidating because you might suck at it. If you're a comic who's like a headliner and you're touring around the country, and maybe you're not selling out every venue you go to, but you're respected, and then you start putting out TikToks that get 40 views, that
doesn't look good.
Yeah, it doesn't look good, and it also is discouraging to you. You'd like to restart in that position. But I think as when you do enough online creation, you just understand that is kind of what you have to do. That is the platform, and like we said before, I think it's better. I think it's better. You have more control. You build your audience. I don't need to ask for a comedy club owner or this person or that person to fucking give me this or that or do something for me, that I can pave my way on these things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It does give you control.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's like the union, but you are your own union.
You are your own union.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah. I think people were like, oh, you're just like not funny, because I was playing like the sexual OnlyFans kind of role and stuff like that. And then paving my own audience and like having shows. And then the whole half of the show, or like most of the audience, is for me. Yeah. Then everyone's like, oh. Yeah. It's like, see?
Dude, get on board. That's the thing, man. Performing for your fans is the fucking greatest shit in the world.
When everyone just they're all laughing because they just love you.
They love you. They're on the same page. We all get the same sense of humor. Like, it feels so fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, it feels
the
good.
real crack.
Yeah.
How would you feel about your daughter being a stripper?
Ooh, I really don't want kids in the first place. But if my daughter was a stripper,
is that because your daughter would become a stripper?
I mean, you don't want that to happen for your daughter, simply because like it can't be the cleanest world. It can be unsafe. There's a lot of things that go wrong. The public perception, and not just perception on her, perception on you. People look at you in a certain way. You don't want people treating your daughter like that. I don't want people treating my daughter the way I've treated women sexually. Like, you want her to be a little princess. You don't want her to get spit on and choked. That's why you won't have kids.
Yeah. He's like, I can't risk it.
No. Like, I hooked up with this girl recently, and after I came on her stomach, whatever, she's like, you wasted it. She was
my God.
It's supposed to go in my mouth. Like, that's not what you want for your daughter.
Oh my. You wasted it.
But like, I think, like, I don't know, my perspective on who I am is like, I want to do whatever the fuck I'm going to do. And if you don't want to be a part of that, then you don't have to be a part of me. Like, you can, I'm kind of a take it or leave it kind of guy. I make very few compromises for the people around me.
I like that. You got to be that way.
Yeah. So I think I would have to, if it meant having a relationship with my daughter, then I would have to support her in this journey.
Would you market for her?
I'd be like, hey, fucking girl, kill it. And who knows, maybe she fucking does kill it. And she's like, I would at least be like, hey, be smart with your money, do this, do that. But I don't know also how hands-on or involved, or I would even want to know about it.
What if
That's
she
true.
comes with you to every comedy show you're on
Yeah.
and you market her to the audience? So all of the guys at your comedy show
That's
then go
fucked
see
up.
your
That's-
daughter strip after.
Dude, this is like a Me Too weird like incest thing that is like waiting.
He's like, my comedy career, Netflix special,
Bro,
cut.
yeah, no, this is like you're canceled immediately. Weird. That's weird.
Listen, I just thought it was a genius marketing strategy for her. I'm just helping your kid out,
Yeah.
you know? She's a stripper, man.
But I don't know.
She just sets up her own pole in the back of the comedy show.
She's just like, all right, and now my daughter comes on and strips. Bro.
Oh man. I feel like I would rather my daughter be an OnlyFans girl than a stripper.
I think it's like safer.
I think it is
Just
too.
for safety's sake,
Yeah.
absolutely. If strippers get fucking stalked and
Yeah.
people,
You have to be touched by them. Like, think about it. Like, and even if you say no, like, these guys come up and they just kind of grope you or rub your leg. You have to be okay with just being constantly sexualized. Whereas
Yeah.
OnlyFans, like, I take a video and I'm like, yeah, I'm a dirty little slut. And then I throw my phone and then I go for a walk and I meditate. You
You
know?
can get away from it.
Yeah, I can get away from it and I don't have to, like, think about it.
Yeah.
I don't have to see them sometimes.
I don't know. It's such a weird question to answer because, of course, like any stripper, porn star, whatever OnlyFans worker, I'm like in complete support of. I'm like, absolutely, do your fucking thing. It's your body. Do whatever you want. I don't think sex should be as fucking taboo as it is. Everyone's fucking. Everyone should be able to enjoy it. Like it's this. I think it's weird religious overtones that have been like massaged in our society, and I don't even know if they're our own values or if they've been like taught to us. Is it the natural way for people to be monogamous and all these different things that like bounce around my head constantly? But at the same time, do I want my daughter to be sexualized in that way and live that kind of life? I mean, I would say no, I don't. But at the same time, I want to support all these people who do.
It's so funny because you make all the content that
Yeah.
sexualizes women.
Yeah,
That's you're so horny online.
Yes, yeah.
Do you how many times a day do you jerk off?
I mean, it depends on how I'm feeling, what the groove is. I go in and out of quitting porn all the time. So like I really try to stay off of porn, but then I'll go like relapse and I'm jerking off a bunch. It's all hooked into drinking, I found. Drinking, because if I'm hungover, I'm jerking off like crazy.
Yeah.
And
Holy shit.
And then the drinking is tied to pussy. Like I'll be like, I don't need to drink. And then there's a chick there who's like hot and winks at me. And I'm like, I got to get drunk and fuck this girl. Like I got to fucking, it's party time now. Let's go.
Oh my God. That's true.
Are you an easy lay?
Like, is it easy to get in my pants?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's really easy to get in my pants. Every now and again, I have like a moment of clarity or like I'm like too lazy or something. Like there's this really hot girl who wanted to bang me in Jacksonville and she was like, come meet me at the bar, blah, blah. But it also wasn't a done deal. We hadn't like sexed or anything. So I was like,
That's a done deal for you. That secures it.
well, like if you're already sexting someone, you're usually going to fuck if you meet up. Yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
Like I don't think it's ever not happened. I've definitely had girls be like, hey, you know, like I know we're meeting up for drinks. I know we've been sexting, but I just like, I want to know, like, we don't have to fuck. And I'm like, of course, we never have to fuck. That's an insane thing to happen. But we always end up fucking.
Well, I think that's because if you make a girl comfortable,
Yeah.
I picture you just making girls comfortable and then they're like, I want to fuck you. Like, because they're comfortable and you're
Yeah.
not actively, even though you're a very sexual person and you sexualize women on the internet, I feel like they maybe feel safe in a way, in like
Yeah.
an endearing way.
It's like you don't do it in a creepy way.
Well, it's like what I said before. I don't think sex should be taboo. It's such a weird thing that everyone's doing it. Everyone's enjoying it. It's fun. It can be casual. It can be intimate. It can be all these different things, but it has to be this, there's all this like shame and rules and all these things attached to it that really provide no value to the sex itself or to you as a person. And so that's my perspective on it. It's like me talking about sex or sexualizing these women. I doing it in a way that's not shameful. And I feel like we should all be sexualizing each other.
I sexualize Emily. I had to stop because she told me to. She asked me to stop.
I feel like I was kidding.
No, I sexualized her boobs a lot. It's hard. I had to train myself to not look and I would just shove my hands in them
And just like
and
jiggle.
jiggle.
Just flops them around.
And
The old scoop
but it
dunk.
should just be it should just normalize. You should just let me abuse you.
Here, take the titties. Oh my god.
We're gonna get canceled.
What made you view sex like that? Did you have like a super religious upbringing and you kind of broke free of that, or super liberal and you just got used to it?
There are like definitely a few key moments I remember. I remember my mom finding a condom in my room, and I was like maybe 14 or 15, and she was like,
Shit, you were fucking at 14.
When'd you lose your V card?
at 15. I lost my V card at 15.
Okay.
But then I didn't
It's not
fuck again for a little bit, and then I was like 17, and then I fucked a couple girls, and I was like, yeah. But
You're like, this is great.
yeah, no, I'm like, this is sick. You guys should all try it. But it was like there's like multiple different pieces. There was like that made me like, my mom found it, and instead of being like, okay, you're using protection, maybe we should talk about sex, blah, blah, blah. She just screamed at me, and she was like, you're too young to be having sex, blah, 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 all this stuff. And I remember like being yelled at and like processing it and being like, you don't get to tell me when I have sex. Like, that's not
My body, my
14.
choice.
But also it's like, is there going to be a day where my mom goes, you're old enough to have sex now? I get permission from my mom to fuck. I'm like, that's not.
Is that weird and incesty
That
too?
is super weird and incesty.
That is.
But I'm like, that you can feel your way about it, but you don't get to have any control over this situation. This is completely my choice of when this happens. Also, I was like,
Mr. Independent.
Yeah, that's very deep for a 17-year-old.
well, I mean, yeah, I
But
guess.
no, he was 15.
Oh,
wait,
15.
Yeah, I think I was 15 when that happened.
Yeah, wow. I was not thinking that smart.
I just was like, I just knew it was just a weird thing for her to try and have a governing thing over. Also, my parents were very controlling in a lot of things. And I was like, this is something that I know you don't control. This is, you could like, I have a curfew.
Is my dick.
Yeah, my dick is fucking mine,
My
baby.
dick.
Also, porn was a huge thing when I was a kid. Like, I was in like that whole porn era of internet porn and stuff. My parents caught porn on the computer several times. And like,
Did they ever catch you jerking it?
never jerking it, but they found like I don't know, search history and all that kind of stuff.
What was the search history?
Oh, God.
I remember my mom yelling at me, being like, "What the fuck is on this computer? What the fuck, big tits, cum shots,
Big tits.
cum shots."
Emily's familiar.
That's actually my OnlyFans name is Emily Chestnut for
Oh,
that
really,
reason.
dude? Yeah, big tits, cum shots.
Chestnut.
Yeah.
Not on her chest.
Not on the chest, baby.
Yeah.
But I thought I was like obsessed with porn. Like I loved like. I had a friend come over and like hack the computer so I could get on. It was like, I remember my dad driving me home from, I think I started watching porn when I was like 11. So he's like driving me home from middle school. And I knew there was like this window where my dad would drop me off and he would go work night shift. And before my mom got home from day shift, I had like this like 30 to 40 minute window.
Shit.
I remember sitting in the car, like my dad talking to me and just like staring at the clock in the car. Like how much time do I got to jerk off? How much time? It was like, it was fucking with me. It was like the first time I watched porn, something unlocked in my brain and I was like, I need this. I need it. It was bad.
Do you think you're addicted to porn?
I think I struggle with it. Like I think it's faded over the years, but there were years where I was like, it was like the highlight of my day was to jerk off to porn. Especially once I was like free from my home and I was like, had my own computer and internet signal and everything.
Oh, you went wild.
And I was like, I can jerk off whenever I want. I still sometimes get giddy knowing that like, oh, I can just do this. I can just look at porn and no one can stop me. And I put in my headphones and I like open all these tabs and I have like a whole ritual to watch porn and it's fucking great.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
I very much
That's
enjoy it.
committed.
Yeah, I really
That's
like it.
I really
Really
like
just
it.
zoom in on his face as he says, I really like
I
it.
really like it.
Wait. If your dick made a sound every
Oh,
time you got hard, what sound do you think your dick would make?
Or what would you want it to make?
what would I want it to make? Fuck, there's like I love the fucking PlayStation 1 startup sound. I don't know if people will, you either know that sound or you don't. It's a fucking great sound.
We'll have our editor put it in.
It's like fucking,
Oh.
and it's like, wow. It's a long noise, but it's like iconic. It's an iconic noise, dude.
You would have an
Yeah.
iconic erection.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
Like
You
I
like
like the
that.
whole fucking procedure to be like that. It's like you take the dick out and then fucking does the PlayStation startup noise.
It just like starts rising out. Lights come on it.
Yeah, dude.
It's glowing.
It's fucking sick.
That would be dope. Honestly, if every dick pic was presented to me like that, I would be a lot more open to dick pics.
You don't like dick pics?
I only if I'm fucking that person and he's jerking off and I get to see him come and he's moaning.
That's so true. I'm like, say my name, moan, and come in the camera for me.
I want
Be
to
a
see
good
the
boy.
cum shot.
No, that's the memes are always like, send me a coming video with the sound on.
Yeah.
You guys really want the sound on?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I literally could not have sex with a guy if he didn't make noise or
yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
No.
I'd be too in my head. I have ADHD and I'd be like, he's thinking all of these things, and I'd be in my head.
Yeah.
I want you to make
that?
me not think. If I have to think.
Yeah. No, I think the talking is really important. Like sometimes I run out of things to say because I feel like I'm just talking in circles.
You can make a joke.
What's your go-to?
Give us a sentence.
I think like
Two?
Putting you on the spot here.
like a go-to, like obviously you have the simple ones like fucking your pussy feels so good on my cock. Like that's a fucking easy one.
Yeah.
But then like, are you my whore? That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm your
For
little
all
whore.
the basic bitches
Yeah,
who
for all
like
the-
that shit.
For all the basic.
Are you my whore?
Are you my whore? That's a good one.
I like that.
Because like you're a whore is one thing, but like, are you my whore?
Yeah,
It's like,
if there's like if you own it somehow, like if I'm doing it for the other person,
exactly, yeah.
then
I
I'm
feel
like,
I like being told that I'm your whore. You know, not asked. Like, yeah, this pussy, you are my whore.
Yeah.
Come here. Okay, but I have a guy who Jamie gave me who likes to.
I passed him off to Emily.
Nice.
He likes to be talked to while he's fingering his butthole, or putting stuff in his butthole.
No,
Okay.
that is the light version. This dude full on squats like this with his asshole to the camera.
Ouch.
So the camera's there, and he just
Yeah, he'll ride that
on
dick.
dildos while you call him your little bitch.
Oh shit.
But I feel like it gets very circular. Like, how many times can you say you're gonna take this fucking cock, you stupid whore? Like, you run
You
out
little
of things
bitch
to
boy.
say.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just start making jokes.
You just start talking about.
I was like, happy fucking Thanksgiving, bitch. Take that cock.
I've
Did
definitely
you start saying that?
Happy Thanksgiving.
She did. She FaceTimed him on Thanksgiving.
Take the stuffing, baby. You can't stop Thanksgiving. I don't want to see any leftovers.
You want some cranberry jelly for that asshole, baby? You would like
God.
that.
He would love that. He'd be like, "Wow, that was so hot. Thanks. I'll call you next week." But the thing is, I had to pass him off because he would hit me up every day,
Yeah, he's like, it's too much.
and he'd be like, "Can I FaceTime you to fuck my ass?" I'm like, "Bro, how often do you fuck your ass?"
yeah.
He goes in the bathroom, has a whole routine, and I love it for him. And he has a great asshole, honestly.
He
So
really
it's not
does.
bad to look at, but like, it's very clean and not hairy.
Yeah.
But like, how many? Like, you're really horny. Like, you need this.
He's coming like, well, and he's also like found the specific way to come super hard. My buddy calls it sexual inflation. Yeah. I stream with Cameron Phoenix, super fucking funny guy, and he's referred to this as sexual inflation. Where like, if you just fuck missionary, you just fuck in a few different ways and you never like turn up the heat, you stay there and you can come like that. But every time you turn up the heat, you need the more things to come. And it's like, yeah, you're like,
yes.
I need this. I can't just come in the old way. I need the new way to come.
Oh, that's my struggle. It just keeps getting worse and worse. And now now I can't even have sex with anyone because I'm like, people are like, let's fuck. And I'm like, I just know it won't be good. I just know you'll
you
never
have
get me there.
Your specific like praise thing where you're like, you need to know
That's like 1/8
my
of it.
goals. Like,
He takes notes in the beginning before we go. I'm like, all right, so now here's my goal for the year of 2022.
take a look at my vision board and so you can know what's coming up.
Oh, God.
man.
No,
I had a girl hit me with a good boy recently. I was like, is that unlocked now? Was that door open? It wasn't open before.
I love flipping that switch with people, and you do it casually. This is how you figure out what people are into. You just slip it into conversation. So just be like, oh, you want to be a good little boy and grab my drink over there? And then
Inceptioning it.
and then you see how they react. And then they're like, what did you just say? And I'm like, be a good little boy. And they're like, I'm like, you like that, don't you? And then I'm like, huh, I know now. I just unlocked something.
Oh, dude, that's sneaky. But that is a good move. That is a good move.
That's really good.
I feel like there was another thing I had on my mind. I can't remember.
Big titty cum shots.
Big titty shots, bro.
He's gonna think about that, honestly. Do you jerk off while you drive? Do you put porn on the dashboard?
No.
I don't either. Don't worry.
I've definitely
Dude, I'm driving.
Never done that.
Like while you're in motion?
Yeah.
Bro, no.
Okay, I bought a sex toy and I was so desperate because my first one had broken mid jerk off.
Yeah.
I was halfway through, I was almost there, and then it broke. It stopped working. So I deadass got out of bed. It was like 1 a.m. in our East Boston apartment. And I went to this sex store like 20 minutes away and I'm like, I can't wait. So I charged. I charge it. I don't think you were home. I charge it in my car as I'm driving. I'm at a red light and I'm like, I can't wait anymore.
And you're just like, I need to fucking get this
So
thing.
deadass literally a grab loop. I fucking shove it in.
It was a dildo? Like, what?
It was a rabbit.
Oh, fuck.
That's what I was getting.
So you had to like kind of go like.
Yeah, she's like me fucking driving like
I
this.
was riding it. I was like sitting up a little bit like, okay, how do I get this? And then I turn on the fucking vibrator. I'm like, oh, fuck. And by this point, the red light has stopped. So I'm driving.
Yeah.
I'm driving as I'm doing this.
Just like fucking trying to get it.
That's exactly how the orgasm was like.
Did you nut hard though?
Oh, dude, I know it's so hard. I know it's so hard, bro. I pulled over and I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck, I just nutted, dude.
On the side of the highway.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
Gooey.
You've never been there?
No, I mean, I think I've seen a gooey puss or two. Yeah.
I meant jerking off on the side.
Oh, no. Never been there.
Just wait.
I was brutally horny once. I was like sexting.
Emily's just dying.
Brutally horny.
I was sexting this girl at work and I went to jerk off in the bathroom at work. And then I like stopped part way and was like, what am I doing? It's like I'm jerking off at work. I was like, bro, I need help, man.
I feel like every guy has jerked off at work.
I did once, like before that, but it was much younger, and I was working security, and it was a really boring job. So it was like, might as well just go jerk off.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I used to keep a vibrator in my glove box. I had commuted to work. It was like an hour long.
Like, and so every day you would just.
Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to listen to a podcast today. I'm going to listen to the Czech Republic glory hole women.
Czech Republic glory hole women.
Have you ever seen those?
No. What's this?
Oh, it's
You
great.
should just
It's great.
Pornhub. If you search glory holes, it's always the Czech Republic glory hole
Yeah.
like rooms, and it's basically girls like bodies sticking out, and guys just go up and fuck them.
Oh, yeah.
But you
love
see the
that.
camera version of them, and then the guys.
Oh,
and
I know
there's
exactly what you're
something
talking about.
hot about like
know what's-
not knowing who's
He was
fucking
you, yeah, and it's like you can't really like, get away or anything. Yeah.
Yeah. There's something hot about just
Yeah.
being used.
Yeah.
But the guys are never sexy. They're always these old Czech Republic fat men who come in with like their beards.
You just
and they're
have
like,
to.
"Ugh."
You just have to picture your roster. They have pictures of the girls' faces, so that's what I do. I put pictures on my phone of like another phone of the person I want to fuck.
That's smart.
I'm like,
That's smart.
and they just found me, you know.
Just have Michael B. Jordan right in front of us.
Yeah.
I have such bad like attention span that sometimes I'll be watching porn and you can like swipe off and then it'll be like a little video and so you can still look at other shit. I'll like start going through my Instagram as the
You start
porn.
watching TikToks.
That's so funny.
I'll start doing that. Yeah.
Wow.
So you watch TikTok while you masturbate?
Not TikTok, but Instagram. Because TikTok like takes over audio. Like
That's
TikTok, like
true.
you can't play two things at once, but Instagram I'll do. I was like, especially because I do like the intro. I like to know why they're fucking.
Wait, really?
You like the acting?
I'm not the acting. I want the motivation of why they fuck. That's what makes me jizz. Is like I need. It's like it's not just the penetration and the watching of the fuck. It's the like desiring or I love like shame in porn. So I really like Japanese porn because they've embraced shame into their pornography so well. Okay. Where it's like someone's shameful and they know they shouldn't do this, but they're so horny that they're going against like their own morals to fuck this person.
Oh,
so
yeah.
the idea that someone is like so attracted to you, so wet, so turned on that they go against their better judgment and fuck you. That's
Go against
good
their
shit.
whole family.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's hot.
That is hot.
That's a taboo.
Yeah.
That's sexy. Yeah.
We love shame.
Let's go
in
watch-
real life.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. I had this for Stony Baloney if you were gonna smoke weed, but I feel like it won't be as funny.
Yeah, I just took a couple hits. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Well, I took a couple hits when we started, like of the blunt. That's
Are
it.
you still high?
I'm like okay, like I'm not like I'm not fucking wrecked or anything like that.
It's a good high.
Yeah.
Our weed makes you like, go to a different planet.
Yes.
But like a good planet.
A good blunt.
It's a safe place, not Earth.
It's a safe place. This is a safe space. So you
Yes.
talked about your trauma. We know about,
Sex, trauma, comedy. I feel like we hit all the boom, 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 all the
think so,
things.
too.
and it was all back and forth, like
Yeah.
all the time. There was
Yeah.
not like a comedy section. Yeah, we
It's
can't.
all over.
We can't have
Yeah.
those kind of conversations. Do you think every guy cheats?
I don't think every guy cheats. No, I think there's some people that are really like I think monogamy is like a sliding scale. And I think some people function really well in monogamy and some people do not at all. But I think that we're taught that monogamy is the way. And if you're not being monogamous, then you're like a bad person or you're doing something wrong or your relationship will inevitably die. But the like realistic thing is like if you look at monogamous relationships, even if you're not cheating, it's like someone is either like losing interest in you or feels desire towards someone else, but is fighting that and is like, is that any different than if someone's like psychologically just not interested in you and wants to fuck another person but doesn't, it's like maybe that makes you feel better that didn't happen, but they still don't even like you. And you're still stuck in this monogamous relationship where it's like, if you do the polyamory thing and then say you're in a polyamorous relationship and then someone else they're fucking, they fall in love with and then they leave you, we get to the same
That's
thing at the end of the
soul-crushing.
road. But it's like, I also think we have a weird perception of what a relationship is supposed to be. Everyone thinks that they're supposed to find this like happily ever after. There's one person that you're supposed to be with for your whole life. And say if you're with someone for like 10, 15, 20 years and then you divorce or you break up, that's a failed relationship. How is that a failure? How can you put 10 years towards something, have great memories and times with them, you grow in different directions and then you separate and that's, you didn't do it. It's just we have a weird like strict rule book on like love, sex and emotions, what they're like these flowing, changing, constantly moving things. And it's a rule book that was made 1,000 years ago. So does every guy cheat? No, I really don't think so. Cause I think some dudes are legitimately just want to be monogamous and they don't have an interest in having like a threesome with 2 chicks or whatever the fuck it is. But some dudes suck at monogamy and they will lie to their partner and they just will be like, yeah, I can't do I'm going to be with you, but they don't want to be. And a lot of dudes think that's the way to be. A lot of guys think like, it's normal to date a girl and lie to her and just cheat on her and she never knows, or maybe she just turns a blind eye and that's how the relationship is supposed to work.
That's not healthy either.
No, none of it's healthy.
We were talking the other day about, I think I was talking about this with you briefly, but is it okay if your partner cheats if you're like fully taken care of? Like say you really like your partner and they provide absolutely everything. You're living the life, but they go get their dick sucked or fuck a girl randomly like on a work trip or something.
Yeah.
Is it that bad if you are 100% getting taken care of?
I think that's...
It's up for the person, but like...
I think that's something that is like needs to be like... If I like say I blow up, I'm a big comedian, I'm touring, I'm a multimillionaire, and I start seeing a girl seriously, I think as it gets serious, I would have a conversation with her being like, listen, I'm a famous man and I want
my dick is famous and you can't control it and neither can my parents.
Call back.
So I think I would just have an honest conversation with her that like, listen, I'm going to do this and maybe we can have rules around it. She's like, okay, always use condoms when you're fucking someone else. Like
You're like, no.
we'll not compromise with it. Or like I remember I saw the movie what's it called, Role Models, and the movie Role Models, it's I think it's his name's Sean William Scott. He tries to fuck this hot chick who like they're like supposed to be like Big Brother type people, tries to fuck a hot chick there. She won't fuck him, and then they go on this like camping trip and she tries to fuck him. He's like, whoa, what's going on? And she's like, I have a rule with my husband that I don't fuck any dudes within the greater Los Angeles area code. And I'm like, that's actually maybe that's a good rule. You don't
That's
fuck
so
anyone within
funny.
an area code. Yeah.
That is a good rule.
That's
Yeah.
a really good rule.
So I think you can have like there can be something that ebbs and flows within a relationship, and It all is one way or the other too. Like what's her name? Nikki Glazer was talking publicly about how she not only lets her boyfriend fuck other people, wants him to fuck other people.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, and the interviewer was like, "Well, wouldn't you have a problem with this?" And she's like, "No, I don't." She was like, "I wouldn't," and actually, I don't. If you want the honest answer, and no one gives a shit about that. But if it's the other way around, where a guy is like, "I want my girlfriend or boy or whatever to fuck other people," then it's like, "Oh, you're a cuck, you're a bitch, you're a pussy." It's immediately like that. It's not balanced. And I don't know what the answer is on this. I think
it's like a territorial thing.
I think it is definitely a territorial thing, but it is that also that public perception, that outside perception. Like if you're with someone and you're a guy and you maybe get turned on by her fucking other people, or you are fine with her fucking other people, but there's this outside perception looking in, having this judgment about you as a male, and then your male insecurities just like kick in, because every dude has those things where it's like, I'm told I'm supposed to be this certain kind of person. Like a big thing for me was I was justifying my masculinity through sex for a long time, where I felt like if I wasn't fucking women or wasn't doing these certain things, I wasn't like qualifying to be a man. And that makes you feel like worthless as a dude. But then you like have to work through these things, and it's like it's like how many of these things are natural instincts or societal pressures that are put on from the outside.
That's why you just have to not give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's why we focus a lot on like finding out who you are. Like I think the last year we've been really struggling with it on our journey, but just trying to figure it out, because then like people can, especially in this world, in this industry and entertainment, like everyone has an opinion about you.
Yes.
Like the world is your boss.
Yeah.
Everyone has, like every room that you're in, they make a judgment based on like the first 9 squares they see on your profile.
Yep.
You know? And so you just have to build a really strong sense of self and not care what other people think. And that's hard.
100%.
Really
and I
hard.
think honesty is the big thing, because like I find those insecurities or your weaknesses come through you trying to cover something up. Like all my content, I was like, I'm going to be just what I like, my sense of humor. I'm not changing anything or trying to fit into a box to appeal to certain groups. I'm just going to be me. And then if people gravitate towards it, that's fucking great. And that's how I've always done it. But if you do it the other way, where you're lying about who you are and then people pull out these lies, people attack that because they see it as weakness. It's like LeBron going bald and everyone they can see he's getting hair plugs. If he was just going bald and didn't do anything about it, it wouldn't be a big deal. But because he gets hair plugs, people know he's insecure about it, so they attack him on it, and they will go after that hard.
That's just because they're insecure about it.
Oh yeah. And people, it's like, I mean, LeBron's a super famous athlete. Like people are insecure just being around LeBron or just seeing him on TV. So to try and take him down gives them some sort of self-worth.
That totally
That's
makes
crazy.
sense.
The TikTok comment section are brutal. Do you ever get like hate comments?
I do, but I love them. I think they're so funny. I love when someone's like, "You're a unfunny, stupid piece of shit." I think it's so funny. I like, because I don't know these people. I've never met you. You don't have to watch the content. It's such an insane thing for me for you to watch it. And we never have met. I'm a stranger. It's like seeing a billboard and being like, "Fuck you, get out of the sky." It's so crazy. So whenever I see them, I read them and I love them. And I think they're fucking great, dude. I love hate comments.
Well, they fucking drive the algorithm and boost your engagement. I love hate comments.
Oh yeah,
too.
absolutely.
I do
Sometimes
too.
they hurt.
When we got called farm animals, we responded by buying cow costumes and making videos in cow costumes, like respond to comments.
Dude, that's so funny.
I do love like when hate comments though are like clever. Like when someone can like roast me in the comments and I'm like, "Oh,
yeah,
you got me."
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I'm like,
Wait,
that's a skill.
somebody left
I'm
me
not
a
good
hate
at Twitter.
comment the other day, I think, because I did a interview where I talked about swallowing, and I was like, yeah, it's like a power move.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, she's the dumb bitch who has cum in her esophagus. And I was like, that I am. I am that fucking dumb bitch.
What's wrong with that? It helps. We smoke too much. I need a little. It's like honey when you drink tea.
Also, you're eating a girl's pussy. You're getting fucking juices in your mouth too. It's fucking all the same thing.
It's not the cum is different than like pussy juice.
I would agree, 100%.
Definitely. And it also depends on who you're fucking and their diet. Because some cum is like just remember like honey bunches of cum.
Honey bunches of
Wait,
cum.
bunches of cum. That was from one of our episodes.
Jesus Christ.
What?
No, my ex said my cum used to taste like honey nut Cheerios.
Your pussy?
Yeah. Like when I squirted? I don't know.
It's because white people smell like milk.
Is that
So
why?
he said I smelled like a cereal bowl?
Yeah, your pussy smelled like a cereal bowl.
That's not bad.
But he liked
could be
it.
worse.
He liked it. It reminded him of his childhood.
And you just like eating the squirt, which is great.
Yeah.
I love eating the squirt. It's fucking awesome.
The squirt.
Do you think it's pee?
I don't care.
Have you?
I don't give a fuck, dude.
You are a dirty motherfucker. I love it.
I literally just posted a video on my Instagram was me on stage where I'm like, oh, they put the stamp on squirt as pee. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. I've never given a fuck. What do you think? I'm spraying it on my face because it's good for my skin? It's because I'm a fucking pervert, dude. That's it.
Have you ever been peed on?
No, but there's one time this girl squirted a lot where I was like, I think she's pissing on me.
Was she into it?
I was down. I was like, holy shit. Like,
No, there's one time there was a man I hooked up with and he was known for making girls squirt.
yeah.
And I squirted once and it was like, when I said I squirt, it was like a bloop. Like a little hello.
Yeah.
And this man made me stuck his fingers in me, made me squirt buckets instantly, like within 30 seconds. And I was like,
What a
he's
guy.
just like, let go, just keep letting go. And I was like, what's happening? I got so nervous and uncomfortable and everything was soaked. And I was like, just watching it.
Just fucking spray.
And I was like, I was horrified.
dude, who was this guy?
A piece of shit, but yeah, he was known for it. He was I remember going to the bar that he worked at and girls would come up to me and they'd be like, are you fucking him? Because my friend fucked him last weekend, or someone else came up to me and they're like, he's known for making girls squirt. You should try it. And I'm like, I'm going to. Like, thank you.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I want to ask him and be like, teach me your ways.
I feel like there's a technique. I think
It was literally the come hither.
Yeah, you go up, you go in and up, but sometimes I do it doesn't work.
Or when she's riding, get her on top and have your dick like slip out.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
when I squirt.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
It's
That's
when
the
it
good
falls
shit.
out, but it goes against the top.
And it's like an aggressive follow.
Well,
It's
yeah,
not
like
like
to
a
like
slip.
fucking get pulled
Yeah.
out. Yeah, like a ripcord or something. Yeah. Like
If your dick breaks, your dick breaks.
Like,
At least
You
you
start
started.
squirting, yeah.
it's like you're starting a lawnmower.
There's just pee coming out.
Yeah.
One time I squirted after eating movie theater popcorn and it came out yellow.
No way.
No.
Those are the deep thoughts you don't ever tell anyone.
Did it smell like movie theater popcorn?
Yes.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah,
actually
he
not
did it.
bad.
He did it. I was like, we just went to the movies, bro. I haven't drank water. Like, fuck.
Dude, honestly, I think
And he
if
was
you,
dirty. He didn't give a fuck.
if you like put that up on your OnlyFans, or like, I know there's that one thing that's specifically for like selling shit, and it was like movie theater popcorn squirt. Like that's a fucking
It's
that's
just a yellow squirt.
that's a
Holy
high
shit.
ticket item, and
That
you're like,
is.
there's only like 4, and they're like in little like maybe 1 ounce glasses.
Like a Bella Delphine type shit.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I like put it in a jar.
Yeah,
My
like-
squirt.
There we
yeah, yeah.
go.
I
Your
had to
squirt.
make myself squirt. I couldn't make myself squirt.
I mean, if you really wanted the money.
How bad do you want it, Jamie?
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Rent's getting high. The
Yeah,
studio's
dude.
expensive.
If another guy can do it, fucking you can do it.
That's
Yeah,
true. I can do
100.
anything a man can do and better.
Especially to your own body, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm gonna message you later and be like, it happened.
Do you want to buy one?
I'll be like, hey, yeah, send me a sample. I'll tell you if it's good.
How much for promotion on your page?
Yo, movie theater popcorn squirt. Honestly, that would probably go viral as fuck on my page.
Yeah, they really would.
Oh yeah.
I'm definitely cut. It's gonna be a clip. Oh my god. I think I was gonna do like Sody Baloney. You like your mom jokes, and I was thinking we could come up with your mom jokes back and forth.
Okay, fuck, man. It's been so that your mom joke video is so old, so I haven't written your mom jokes in a long time. But the whole thing,
That's the perfect pot. Like I've never wrote your mom
I've never
joke.
either.
so the whole thing was like they have to be honest. There's like honest
About your
joke.
mom?
Not necessarily about my mom, but just about like a thing that would be wrong with someone's mom. Like the one, what the fuck was it again? It's like your mom's so drunk it's hurting the people around her. Like that's like a blatantly honest your mom joke.
Okay.
But okay, so if we're gonna write a your mom joke, like an honest trait in a person, it's like bad.
I wrote 3.
Okay, let's hear yours. Yeah.
I did this at like 3 a.m. after I threw up.
I was like, time.
I was laying there and I was like, what are we gonna do? Your mom's so fat, the family health insurance went up.
That's great.
That's a
great.
good one.
Yes, yeah,
That's a good one.
Your mom's so crazy. You got institutionalized for it.
I did.
That's good. Yeah, that is
one
good.
hit
I
hard.
thought of you when I wrote that.
I'm glad I could be inspiration.
All right. Your mom's so slutty. Her children were born with lifelong diseases. That's
Nice. Nice.
Damn.
That's fucking dark as shit.
Damn.
Those are the ones that I wrote.
Wait, where are the ones I did?
You wrote some?
Yeah.
I was like, you have to write some.
Could be like your mom's so fat she has 9 toes. Because diabetes.
Oh no. Okay.
Fuck, where did I put
It's
it?
hard. See the laugh, like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
need it at a show.
Oh yeah.
It's that loud. It cackles and echoes.
Your mom's like an arcade game. Everyone gets a turn with her.
Nice, nice, yeah.
That's all I got.
Round of applause, Emily.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right,
Right on. Let's kill her.
your turn.
My turn. Fuck. Okay. From scratch. Okay.
No, you can't say that.
No. Okay, your mom. Fuck.
Should we
your
look
mom's-
away?
No, it's like, yeah, I can't do it when people are watching. I've never riffed to your mom joke like this.
Like over your
I mean, I
eyes.
just did one. So
You
like,
did. You
yeah.
got. Okay, you
Okay.
got one.
Okay, 9
Okay.
toes was good.
9 toes. Okay, we'll do one more. Your
You got it in
mom's.
you.
Your mom's. Your mom's so.
Your mom's so hot. I want to fuck her.
Your mom's so ugly. OnlyFans pays her to not be on the platform.
Oh, that's a good
There you
one.
go.
That's a good one. All right, I think we'll finish it off with some this or that.
Okay, this or that.
Did you write any?
Oh,
Because I only wrote like 5. Okay. Just one answer. Booty or boobies?
Booty.
booty.
Club or museum?
Club or museum? Museum.
Continuing your career or the approval of your parents?
Continue my career.
Megan Fox or Margot Robbie?
Margot Robbie.
Syphilis or gonorrhea?
Gonorrhea. Yeah. Gonorrhea hurts more, but syphilis can fucking fuck you up.
Have you ever had gonorrhea?
No, but gonorrhea will that's where the burns when you pee kind of shit.
Oh.
But syphilis can like get in your spine, make you go blind, make you go crazy. Like it can really fuck you up bad.
I wonder if that's what my mom had.
I get intrusive thoughts the other day and I masturbated and then I choked myself and then I broke out in hives on my neck and then I convinced myself I gave myself syphilis rash from the guy I just fucked raw.
A syphilis rash.
And I looked up like chlamydia rash and I was like, did I get chlamydia? And then I put it on my neck and then syphilis rash popped up and then I had a panic attack.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to record a podcast in full blown sweats and I was like, I have syphilis. And people came over and they were like, what? I still haven't been tested. We'll get tested.
So guys,
yeah.
if you're listening to
week.
this episode, you've made it this far, go comment on our YouTube syphilis neck.
Comment on all my stuff. Jaime has syphilis.
Fucking great.
Oh my God.
Shoes with socks or pit stains? Oh wait, no. Flip flops. Sandals with socks or pit stains?
Or pit stains. Oh, it's like on another person or on me?
You.
I think I'll go sandals with socks before pit stains. Pit stains like gross.
What about somebody else?
And someone else? I think I do the same thing.
You give me sandal sock vibes.
Yeah, like sandal
Hippie.
socks is like comfy.
Yeah.
You have
yeah.
Birkenstocks?
I don't.
You look like you would.
Maybe I should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very comfy.
All right.
You also look like you walk barefoot.
I mean, not around town, but like,
Field.
yeah, like when the opportunity is there at my home, fucking at the beach, I'm a barefoot guy.
Have you ever looked yourself up on Wiki Feet?
No.
Do you think you have an entry?
We should look.
Maybe.
We should look.
All right, last one. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
bitch.
You're not welcome.
I'm sorry.
After you saw our kittens,
They're so
you saw
cute.
6 pussies today.
I saw 6 pussies, but man, not as good as one dog, man.
That's not his last name. I kept spelling your last name, switching the E and the U every time I wrote it.
Yeah, people fuck it up a lot, dude.
U-E?
Durena.
Yeah, I had that.
Oh.
Okay. Wait,
Close.
it keeps changing to dude. Hold on.
We really want to know if they like your feet.
Yeah, they might.
We're on WikiFeet.
I don't know if I have
Sounds
any
brag.
like barefoot pictures like on the internet.
They'll
I feel
find
like
them.
I've
Yeah,
only
they're
really
good.
seen you.
Yeah, I'm usually just
no
here.
results.
No results.
No results, man. I got to get on that.
You gotta put some toes out there. I'll submit one for you right
Yeah,
now.
we'll put some
Yeah.
fucking feet out
0
there.
stars.
Yeah.
Like, fuck this guy.
Oh my God, I love it. Well, this has been great. This is
Yeah,
our
man.
longest podcast episode.
Oh, really?
We usually do like an hour.
Okay, sick. Right on.
But we were just vibing, so I
So we
was
just
like,
fucking
hell
kept
yeah.
it rolling.
Thanks
Hell
so much
yeah.
for coming on.
This was
Thank you guys for
amazing.
having me. I appreciate it.
What'd you think of the weed?
Oh, dude, the weed was very good. Yeah, no, the vibe was good. The whole setup is fucking. You guys are killing it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Where can everyone find you?
I'm Durena on everything. If you want tour tickets, you can go to Durena.com. Upcoming dates, I'm going to be in Milwaukee, December 7th, Chicago, December 9th and 10th, San Antonio, Texas, December 16th, 17th, and 18th, and Honolulu, Hawaii on January 7th.
Good
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
What a way to start the new year.
Oh, fuck yeah. I know. I'm
That's
excited.
dope.
For
He's
that.
going to get some Honolulu
Yeah.
pussy.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to fuck
Stuck it
out
in her ass
there.
and she said, aye. Well, you guys make sure to subscribe everywhere. Follow us.
You know where.
You know what to do. If I'm telling you at this point, no. Follow us on, I can't speak English. You go, take it away.
All right, guys, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. We're putting out shorts, so make sure you are engaging with those. Comment on our YouTube. We just put up a whole new studio, so you have to go check it out. Don't be a fucking limp biscuit. Go comment Jamie Sifneck all over our YouTube.
Yeah. And I will get tested. Find out on next episode.
Find out next week on Dragon Ball Z. And that's
well-
2 girls, 1 blunt, bitches.
See you next week, you filthy fucking stoners.